the middle of the lake. They killed one calf back on the edge of the timber.
Welcome to Sky Country Journal, engaging Montanans on all things Montana. Here's Rene.
Hello friends. Today's show is a tour of one of the prettiest small towns in America, Montana's Garden City. We're starting here at Fort Missoula, where we asked the executive director of the museum at Fort Missoula how Missoula became known as Montana's Garden City.
Well, Missoula became the Garden City really very early in its history because Missoula itself doesn't have that wealth of natural resources that, well, Butte, Anaconda, and some of the other earlier settlements had. But what we had was we had very fertile soil so that we would be able to supply the miners, the railroad workers, the forestmen with the goods to eat. So we became the garden for the rest of western Montana.
Yeah, I was going to try to get this done for the past 2 weeks. I've been trying to get it done. How the water falls off the bridge and all pretty much just lands right here, so.
Hi, Franco.
Open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my life begin. The sun gonna shine to be blue skies again. When you open up your heart and let my love come in. I know you've been hurt by an old love affair, but darling, don't blame me, I wasn't even there. Your long, lonely nights I will bring to an end when you open up your heart and let my love come in. Someone before me has treated you like dirt. Someone before me has made your heart hurt. Your lonely nights I will bring to an end when you open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my love come in. Open up your heart and let my life begin. The sun gonna shine to be blue skies again.
So a strong wind is coming in. Well, the farm here started in about March, and pretty much it was a weed field at the time. So myself and the kids and lots of volunteers have planted lots and lots of seeds, and just been working all summer on growing lots of beautiful food, and learning a little bit about each other and working hard.
My name's Melissa Arno, and I'm the program director for the Tom Roy Youth Guidance Home, part of Youth Homes. And I've been the director at this home for 10 years. and worked for the organization for about 17 now. And when I came to this home, the home sits on 2.5 acres. And the 1.5 acres behind our home was a knapweed field. So I'd always look out the back door and I'm staring at this knapweed field, and I'm always thinking there has to be something productive we can do with this land that would benefit our kids. And Tom Roy, who our home's named after, happened to be over here with me one day, and we were standing on our basketball court, and I was like, Tom, you know, what can we do with this land to help our kids? And I work with the older population, the kids who are 16 to 18. And so employment is always a focus of mine, because our kids are growing older and they're having to learn how to take care of themselves more, and how are they going to support themselves as adults. And so in talking with Tom, and we're looking at the land, he's like, what about turning this into a farm and kind of model it a little bit after the Pease farm? And I thought it was a fantastic idea. And I knew a lot about raising kids, but I didn't know anything about raising vegetables. So we partnered with Garden City Harvest, because clearly these guys are the expert in growing vegetables. So that idea came to be about 2 years ago. And it wasn't until this year that we could pull the program together and the funding and pull it together so we could have this beautiful farm. No more knapweed, but a beautiful farm. And that's what I wanted to do for our kids. And so the farm fit that idea by, let's educate our kids about how to grow food. And what a better way to learn how to be healthy than to grow your own food, learn how to prepare it, learn how to store it. And that is something each kid that has worked here has been able to learn. But while they've been working here, they've been able to get paid. So they're earning their income. And they get paid through our local youth employment program. And of course, they're infinitely more healthy because they're eating the food they grow.
our grandchildren and beyond are taxed into perpetual servitude, poverty? No! Okay. Now that we're committed, there's a couple things we need to do. First, we need to get educated. I need to get educated. We need to get educated. Do we even know what the Constitution says? How many of you have read it? See a couple hands. There's a whole bunch of constitutions being passed out. Why don't you grab one?
Big pack. Wolves came out of the brush up on top there by the where the big clob is, and they walked across that draw, and then they split up, and a couple of them went up above, and a couple of them went down below. Then the rest of them went into the draws, and they was walking across the hillside.
And there were how many altogether, Joe?
At one count, there was 15.
15 wolves.
15.
These wolves then disappeared where at, Joe?
The last ridge up on top where all that brush is, right above it'd be right around the corner from the L.
Right, so the L is just around the corner, and that's the last time you saw those wolves, but they continued on around Jumbo.
Most definitely. There was like 5 of them was up above, and a couple of them split off and went down below, and the main pack would wait until the other ones was, in position, and then they would walk through all the draws. I think they was hunting.
Just hunting those big draws that come down.
Yeah.
In a real team effort.
Oh yeah, definitely. It was kind of amazing that how they would, all work together when doing that. Well, there was like 3 white ones, and I think there was only 1 black one, and then the rest of them was just gray, and a little bit darker gray, a little bit lighter gray. Oh yeah, a couple of people I was working with, the lady that was flagging actually saw them to begin with, and she asked me, hey, come in and look at this, and I got looking, and I'm like, yeah, them are wolves.
Farm community here, and we have a lot of good people, a lot of good customers from the area.
Another one up, start on 75 feet. How you doing? Good, pretty nice day. Yeah, what are you catching them on? Cool. Reminds me of my youth. What did I tell you? You were going to be the dog face boy if you didn't get a fish out of that hole.
That's right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's no drag on that. We need lots of drag. Just let him play. Don't horse him because we've already lost 2 nice fish today. I don't want to lose a 3rd one, so just let him play right there and I'll horse over this hole. So think about it. He doesn't want to come in here, does he? But you can hop out though and plant. I'll get in here a little bit. Okay, we're gonna pop some down. Oh, nice! It's like fish in the wet. She likes the looks of me, no? Yeehaw! Woo! Now that's what I'm talking about. Oh, you picked that nice. It's a red one.
Yeah, I think that's a nice fish. It's got a lot of body on him. Not the longest I've seen, but nice healthy fish. Thank you, fish. There he goes.
Well, that was decent.
Just gotta hold your mouth right, as my grandpa said.
Yeah. Well, you had to have some pressure. I had to say something like, well, if you can't catch a fish here.
About 100 years ago, at what is now downtown Missoula, community leaders built a new neoclassical style sandstone courthouse. The copper-domed clock tower still houses the 2-ton bell, which peals on the hour. The Missoula Women's Club commissioned Missoula's Western artist, Edgar Paxson, to paint murals to adorn the walls of the new courthouse. Edgar Paxson must have thought deeply about what he wanted people to remember 100 years in the future. Here's what he decided.
Next one to fall down the M. Nikki.
All right, I'm staying on the phone for the signal. Right.
Flashlights up.
Yeah, everyone ready? Yep. All right, light it up!
Woo! Woo! Can they see us? Woo! Oh.
I'm assuming someone can see this.
Everyone point your flashlights towards Main Hall.
hope you enjoyed today's tour of Montana's Garden City. Here again, with more of the story, is Executive Director Bob Brown.
Okay, well, the Hughes Garden is probably the most famous garden story that the Garden City has. It's from the early 1900s when the school teacher from the De Smet School rented some land. This was John Wesley Hughes, and he rented some land from the Edwards out at the mouth of Hellgate Canyon because he realized that he could grow a lot of food, become really a cash crop, a business, not just, you know, for local distribution, but a major business. And the Hughes Gardens became very, very famous. Unfortunately for John, however, the success didn't last that long. It lasted 2 years when he thought he was eating some Jerusalem artichokes, and instead, well, perhaps not the greatest farmer in the world, he ate the deadly wild parsnips and died.
So remember, friends, when it comes to the deadly wild parsnip, you can't be too careful. I'll see you out there.